It's a green screen.
There it went.
Hey guys,
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
we are doing this show all interestingly half virtual and half live because we are the tech people and we could pull this stuff off. So isn't that cool?
That's right.
We have today episode 4. This is in our season 3, and we are off to our month all about networking. So welcome everybody to the show.
Today we have an awesome lineup with Nick Christensen and Milena Delugi. Did I do it? I did it. Who both are really good with networking. Tracy and I both love to network. So I'm really looking forward to this month and our conversations today.
I also love networking.
Yes.
Mitch loves networking.
Just throwing it out there.
Hi,
everybody.
The Connect Show is brought to you by Connect Media Live. As you can tell by the backdrop behind me, we help small businesses reach one to many through social media, video, and web development. So if you would like to convert one to one and move up to one to many, Connect Media Live can help. And I'd have to say Connect Media Live probably is sponsoring this Connect Show because of the people behind Connect Media Live are helping make this Connect Show go, along with all of our cool volunteers.
That's right. Of course, we have to thank our sponsor, Expansive, where we are broadcasting live out of Studio A5 today. I unfortunately, we got a whoop in the background. I unfortunately am not sporting an Expansive cup, so I'm really sorry. No time to run for the coffee this morning. I had to go on my way in. So it's a great place to work. And
you know what I love about Expansive? Every time I walk in, it just feels a little bit like home. It feels comfortable. Like whether I want to sit out at the front on some comfortable chairs or I need a private place to work or whatever it is. We were walking in this morning with Nick and Milena, and Nick said, wow, this place is really big. Like there's a workspace for everyone to feel comfortable here at Expansive.
I said the same thing to Nick today. I was like, it's a workspace I don't mind coming into on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Like, you dread going into the office. I don't dread coming to Expansive.
Agreed.
So it's great.
Mm-hmm. It is really nice. And you got grocery stores right across the street. You can just walk right over there for lunch. Mm-hmm. And restaurants right around the corner too. It's really nice.
So much right here.
And a breakfast place.
Right. And as always, we're happy that you guys come to watch us on the Connect Show. And if you think of a topic that you think we should be discussing, email us at theideas@theconnectshow.com. And I cannot believe our business shower, Kim.
This is insane. So right now, our small business shower is at $16,593 worth of services plus a laptop. How amazing. Expansive, who we keep talking about, is one of the people that have donated. Mitch is donating. I'm donating. Tracy, John, we are all, look at, I can't see it, but he's got it.
It's hard to see.
$16,593.
I need my Sharpie. My pen's not working.
Like, it's insane.
It's amazing.
We have Better Business Bureau.
Yep.
We have photography. We have.
So it's not just services, but it's memberships. It's raw materials. It's everything you need as you're building your business. Unbelievable, just list and roster of companies and organizations that are helping out with this business shower. Like you said, 16,000 plus. Holy moly.
I have chills about it. And I'm like, it makes me nervous and it makes me excited and jealous.
Well, you said this morning, I want to apply for it.
But I can't. Mm-hmm. That would just be wrong.
And speaking about applying, you guys, we're giving this business shower away in 2 weeks. That's only 14 days. And we need everybody to enter in to win. So if you know of any business that can benefit, go to theconnectshow.com/business. I think it's business shower. Or small business shower, I think, on the website. Anyways, you'll find it and enter to win, because we want to hear about these small businesses that should benefit from winning all this stuff.
Absolutely.
I think I'm most excited to hear the stories and read the stories of the people on why they're applying, what's going to make them,
Yep.
I'd love to hear a good story. So
it's going to be a lot of fun, and we know it's going to be competitive. And there can only be one winner, but I think the hope is going to be that whoever applies, we figure out some way to create this small business community, because that's what we're doing here, really. So whether you win or lose, even the opportunity to apply for this and getting your name out there is going to help you make those connections with some of those companies, going to give you an idea of who to reach out to. And I'm excited for that as well.
And just a second ago, John had up the Fusion event image. We're doing it both on Zoom and in person. There it is again, John. On October 18th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. A lot of the people that are giving services away are going to be our speakers, giving great tips. And we want to see you all at Expansive. Come see this beautiful workspace, October 18th.
Yep. And I'm going to do my best to be awake that day because I get back from Paris the night before. The family, we have a family vacation. We're getting back the 17th at night. So, jet lag, and I don't know which way it works worse, going there or coming back, or a better traveler than I can know that answer. But
I'll tell you what, if you've
I'll be
ever
a
been
zombie that
tired,
morning.
I've never seen it. So just
Yeah, really.
Lots of
You must drink a lot of that Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
and expansive coffee and expansive coffee.
And expansive coffee. So Mitch, who do we have on the show today?
Thanks, Tracy. Really excited for our two guests today. We mentioned them and excited to get into their stories and their whys. Nick Christensen is here. He is local owner of Rely Local. If it's local, it is Nick. He is working to strengthen local businesses. He says local businesses plus local customers equals local economy. They have something on their site called a $20 shift calculator that I'm really excited for him to talk about. The idea that you could just take $20 a month of how you're spending your money and shift it locally and make such a big difference if we all started doing that. And by the way, Nick was a wide receiver in high school. So he might not have too many high school football stories to share with us, but just a cool thing. And he went to Racine Park, so local guy, and excited to hear his story. So Nick is here. Milena DeLugi is also here, and I've been in like 100 bazillion Zoom calls with her. She is awesome, super active around the community. She wants to give you your life back. Basically, your life has been stolen by all the mundane things you have to do to get your business up and running, all the little, all those little things that slip through the cracks. Well, she is here to fill in those cracks and to be the backbone of your business. She believes in her latest LinkedIn post was on delegation, which I thought is great, because as a small business owner, it's so hard. We want to control everything. Well, we can't control everything. We need to delegate. We need to ask for help. And that's what Milena's here. She is she's a virtual assistant at Milena Elite, and she is elite. And so I'm excited to hear her story. She's been in Milwaukee since 2019. So she has a little different perspective for us than folks who've lived here for 30, 40, 50 years. And sometimes we need that perspective when we're running our small businesses. So Milena's here, Nick's here. Cannot wait to hear your stories, you guys.
That is super, super exciting. Milena, I have to say, she has been doing some great networking on LinkedIn. You should see some of her posts. She's posting these huge, long posts that have all these events in them. It's fabulous that she takes the time out to do that. So thank you, Milena, for that. Now that I can tell you in person, almost.
I think it's wonderful.
Kind of in person.
Yeah, she tags all of these people and she's like, here, this person has this event. Go check this out with a link to their event. Like, she takes time to put this together. It's absolutely fabulous. So I appreciate her posts every week. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. So, it's not me, it's Tracy.
And speaking of social media, speaking of social media, we do live stream this on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube Live. So if you, I don't get this part. If I'm telling them to put their contact and their stuff in the chat, they're already there. They're already watching us. So I can't tell them to go watch us there because they're already there. But if you're watching this on delay, next time, go to us live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. That's a good way to do it. But yes, if you have any comments during this whole show, please put your information in the chat because we'll see them on any one of the chat stations. So it's a little tidbit about our way that you can interact with us.
We've got producer John in the background who watches all the chats for him. He puts them right on the screen for us, and we love it. So please interact with us because it makes the show even more interesting. Speaking of interesting, the Connect Show is a volunteer show. We always want to ask the volunteers to be a part of everything. They have a say in pretty much everything we do. So if you like the show, you want to be involved, email us at ideas@theconnectshow.com. I'm a volunteer. Mitch is a volunteer. Tracy, John, we all volunteer our time every Tuesday. And we have a volunteer meeting this morning right after the show. So let's see. Nope, we don't have that. We're moving on to the to the quote of the day. If only you guys could see what producer is doing. Networking is not about just connecting people. It's about connecting people with ideas. And I have a camera completely in my way. So,
oh boy.
And people with opportunities. Tracy, can you say who that quote is from?
Michelle Janae. It sounds like I'm not quite sure who that is, but it was a great quote.
That was a great quote.
Because
Absolutely.
networking, it is not just about connecting people. It's about connecting people with a purpose in mind to help benefit them and increase their, to make their lives better in some way. So I just love that quote. So to get the conversation started today, our question of the day is we're all about networking this month, you guys. So we'll start with an easy one. And what are the parts of networking that you enjoy the most? Maybe next week it'll be, what about all the parts that you don't like? But right now, today is all the things that you like about networking. And I think maybe for people that don't do a lot of networking, this might inspire you to do more networking, because there's a lot of enjoyable things with networking.
I'll jump in. I love
Yeah.
networking. I love the opportunity to get to meet people and hear their stories. And I like the fact that at this point in 2022, we really do networking at our own speed. So whether you're at a breakfast in Oak Creek, or you're on a Zoom call with 50 other people and getting thrown into breakout rooms, or you've been introduced to somebody as a warm lead by somebody else, and so you're doing a one-on-one email or call or whatever it might be. There's so many ways to network, and that concept, your quote of collaborating and not competing. When you're talking about networking, just finding ways to help each other, finding similarities, finding commonalities. Maybe you found out that somebody was a wide receiver in high school a bunch of years ago, and you played high school sports too, and you can find, and all of a sudden you didn't think you had anything in common, and all of a sudden you do. Or that somebody was just in Paris, and I'm going to Paris next week, and all of a sudden we have something to talk about. And then you get into all right, how can we help each other? Are there ways we can do it? But it doesn't have to be this high pressure thing. It doesn't have to be this intense thing. How we kind of think of traditional networking, even speed networking can be great, because then it's like the nitty gritty, get it in, get it out, and you're off to the next person. And I think, so I just see so many positives. I love networking. I love connecting. I love knowing everyone in the room. I love, just being part of the action.
You have the energy for it too. Like Tracy and I do a tremendous amount of networking, both hosting events. I host one event a week now, in person. All of mine are in person. And then I do all of Tracy's thousands of Zoom networking that she does, which I mean, it's so much fun,
but it's a lot.
It's a lot, but to me, I guess what I enjoy the most about it is not what I get out of it, other than listening to other people and what they have to say. I always tell everybody, I don't go into networking with the idea that I'm coming to make a sale today. It's not my point at all. Never. I want to build the relationship with you. I want to be able to refer you to somebody else and feel comfortable that I can trust referring a person, rather than gathering 20 business cards of someone in the same industry. And I'm like, well, let me flip through my Rolodex.
Right.
No, I know Mitch, he's the perfect person to get your podcast up and going, and he has the energy, and this person, Tracy, does beautiful websites for other people, and there's 1,000 people out there doing websites, but I'm going to give it to the person that I have built a relationship with.
Absolutely. And that's what networking is about, right? Relationships.
What about you, Tracy? Why do you do all these networking events? Like, you run a ton.
Oh my gosh. Why do I do them? Well, I think the large thing that motivated me to do the networking events, first it was, if I'm going to sell any kind of service, I need to know a lot more people. So how am I going to get to meet more people and the right kinds of people? And then I discovered that was through networking. And then I quickly realized that another benefit of networking is that, oh, I'm not in business by myself anymore. Now I have all these people around me that can help me make decisions, and I can collaborate with, and I can build teams with. And now you're not so lonely anymore. And all of a sudden your small business world is just totally expanded, and a, you feel a lot more comfortable and maybe more confident. And you have all these people you can talk to and refer yourself to. So I love that part of it all. And then when you do pass on a referral to somebody else, that's an amazing feeling if you can make a connection there with somebody else that helps them in their business. Those would be my top 3 things.
I
Those would be
absolutely
my top
love
3.
referring people.
Yeah.
Love referring people to other people. It's a good feeling. I get nothing out of it other than helping someone else succeed. I absolutely
Right, but you
love
feel warm inside when you know
Yeah.
you've made that connection.
Yeah.
And you've helped. You know, maybe you've helped one of the 2 people, maybe you've helped both people.
Yeah.
But knowing that you help people, it does feel warm inside.
Yeah. And I'm all about the hashtag
Yeah,
collaboration.
it does.
Not
It feels really
competition.
good.
Let's bring it on. Now people hear the word collaboration and they think of me, which is really funny.
They do.
Tracy's really, someone said collaborate. Let's talk to Kim. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, it's either you or Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, Kim
right?
has collaboration, not competition.
Yes.
What was that?
She even talked me into putting it on my business cards. So she was like, oh, you should put that hashtag on. I was like, you're a genius.
She's really smart.
Yeah. Because I was all over, what is the one that I always use? Perfection,
Done
not,
is better than
no.
perfect.
Done is better than perfect is the one that I've always used. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just find these little slogans that help you out in your life, and you become attached to them. Wonder what Mitch, what's your slogan?
Right now it's make some noise.
That works. That works for you.
That's a good one.
Being thunder and make some noise and tell your story, and don't be afraid to tell it from the mountaintops and shout out your story.
I love it. I absolutely love
Make some noise.
Make some noise. John, do we have any comments in the chat on anyone that has anything to say about networking? I see one. We've got Adam that says food, connections, and referrals. Adam
I was going to say the food too.
When it comes to bringing the food around, because we've done some really fun networking events at Expansive. We had a company picnic in June, and then it was National Co-working Day, I think. And we had a food truck come here. And everyone knows I love my food trucks.
We made bread.
John smokes butts.
Yes, he does.
It's so good.
and he's really good at it, and everyone, it's always completely sold out, we'll say.
Oh yeah.
So Adam knows what's up. Thanks, Adam.
Yep.
So that's what we've got in the chat. Definitely comment in the chat if we have any more about networking throughout the show, because the whole show is all about networking.
That's right.
Right. But I think
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Up next, we have a video coming from Rajiv. What you got for us, Rajiv?
Or Reputation Minute.
Well,
today we'll be talking
the other
about...
one. Nope, the other one.
Malignant PII. What is PII?
PII
is personal identifiable information, also known as PII, because it's a lot easier to say PII than it is to say that. What do I mean by benign or malignant PII? So this is a true story. There was someone in the job market looking for a job and found her dream job from her dream company in her dream role. And at the last minute, after she got the offer was retracted by the company. And when she asked her executive recruiter why that was, she was informed that the company thought she was a criminal. She was baffled and was thinking, why would anyone think she was a criminal? But she did Google herself and found that there was somebody in her Google search that looked like her, had the same first name, different last name, and that person that appeared on Google had a criminal background. Now, this was on one of those sites like Truth Finder, People Finder, Redaris, etc. So it's not like the Wall Street Journal or New York Times did a story alleging she committed some kind of fraud or criminal act. But this was information from one of those seemingly benign places that publishes a lot of demographic information like people's name, address, their income, how many times they've been married, their relatives' names, siblings' names, etc. And one would think that this would not impact anyone, but in this case, it did some very real damage. And this is why we should Google ourselves and find out if what is connected to our Google search. Because if we see something that we don't like, we can do something about it and not have it impact future opportunity. Well, that was your Reputation Minute today. Back to you, John and Tracy.
Oh, hello. Hello. A little behind the scenes. BTS. We're back.
That was really good information for Jeeve. Have you ever done that? Googled yourself? I did. And I found that I thought it was a nursing home or something. Some business took my address and is using my address as their place of business, my home address.
Wow.
I haven't Googled myself in a while. I need to do it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, definitely.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Nick.
but
Yeah, thank you.
welcome, Nick, to the show.
Glad
Nick
to be here. I
Christensen-
really appreciate it.
Nick Christensen is the owner and operator of Rely Local. Rely Local works to be an advocate for all good things local, helping to increase visibility and connections for local businesses and groups.
Nick does this by utilizing the web's social media, rewards programs, podcasts, mobile app, networking. He's an influencer, does fundraising, and a lot more. And it's all for under $1 as a business member.
Yeah, it's under $1
Love
a day.
it. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity about talking about networking and local things.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think it's all important, all of these things, for people to realize that when you're engaging with each other, the local impact is huge.
Absolutely.
And if people can really work together very well, networking is a big part of that. We're all better off.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, so that's our big focus with the networking. I think the power of networking is really showing up. A lot of people don't realize when you show up in an event and you're talking with people and you're making an engagement, you're making an impact for them, you're making an impact for yourself, but you're also making an impact for our community, because people should be coming together and thinking about each other.
And you say that a lot. I definitely hear you say that all the time. Networking is about showing up.
It is. It's the power.
Yeah.
People don't realize, again, the impact, the influence, the happening that can come from that.
Yeah.
And if people can do more of it, even if you're not a big wig, even if you're not a big company, even if you're just doing something home-based, it doesn't matter. You're making an impact. You're doing something really good, and it's really strong. We need it.
Absolutely.
We need it.
We should refer to our question of the day, which, I'm sorry, I was looking all over here. Question of the day. So what is your favorite thing about networking?
I think it's all of the things I was just mentioning. It's really bringing people together, because something can come out of that. A lot of people don't think that they're making a big impact or that they're really doing a lot, but they are. If they can really come together and answer questions, bring information, suggest ideas, we're all better from that.
Absolutely.
And that's my favorite part of networking. If we can get all people to think that way, that's a big, big thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I don't know where Tracy went. This is her question.
She's off to networking.
I
just
know.
hiding.
She was out there networking with someone.
So what does the impact of local buying mean in our communities?
I think the biggest thing is really keeping more money in our local economies. If more people are spending locally, we're going to do that. About 75% or so of money spent locally will stay in the local community. And people don't know that as much as they should. Big national chains and the big companies, more of that money will be leaving the area. We need to spend more locally. Mitch was mentioning the $20 calculator that we have on the website. Please check it out. Small impact. You're talking $20 shift. It might be a local coffee shop. It might be, working with a local plumber. It might be working with a local chiropractor, whoever it is. That $20 shift can make millions of dollars of impact in our communities. We have a little calculator on there. You just punch in the population around you, and it can give you that impact.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great.
I
So
haven't heard of it,
people.
and I have been on Rely Local's website.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see this.
Yeah, please check it out. I think it can really be a big
I
thing.
am absolutely.
Because people think, you know, it's not making so much of a difference. You know, it's just a local little thing, or it's a little bit of, it adds up. It steps to be bigger things. And we need that.
You made a great key point, and we both run different networking groups, but I really keep it's really important to me that whatever in-person events that I'm hosting, they're at a local place, not a chain. And I do realize that chain places do hire local people,
of course.
But it's that little step forward to help keep that business open.
Yes.
Whether I'm bringing 5 people in or 50, it's helping keep those doors open.
Especially now. The biggest struggles coming out of the pandemic really have been on the local side.
And they don't have the support of a corporate financial backing.
You got it. Yeah, they don't have the big budget behind them that can make that big difference to keep them going. Many might be on the razor's edge already, and then just a little tip here and there, a little trouble here and there, and all of a sudden they're in real chaos.
Yeah,
so,
do not want to see it.
So shop local, everybody. Remember that. Shop local.
I love it. Tell me, what is Rely Local?
Well, I think Rely Local really wants, as I said earlier, to be that advocate. We really want to be somebody that's making a difference in our community. We want to give people a chance to find the local things that they're looking for. I think most people want to engage more locally if they knew how, when, and where to do it. Rely Local wants to be that helper. We want to be that engager. We want to be that middleman, if you will. Give people that chance to find those local things, and I think we're all better from that. So that's kind of Rely Local in a quick hit.
I love it. You know what's great, and when we're out networking together, and I've attended many of your events, you don't talk about yourself really or Rely Local. You're one of those listeners too.
Yes. Well, if I know more about people, if I know more about people that are coming, I can help them.
Yeah.
And I want to help them. Helping is the biggest part, I think, that everybody has in their lives. If you can help somebody else, it makes the biggest change.
Yeah.
Biggest help, you know, as help is. But I think a lot of people don't realize, again, that if you're out there and you're just pushing yourself and you're just throwing all this information about what you have going on, you're not listening.
You're not.
You're just talking. You're just putting that information. But if you can take a step back and listen to what people are talking about, you can go, oh my God, you're amazing. You're doing great things. Let's get more people to know about what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Let's do that. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. We got to listen more than we talk.
And you definitely find it when you have people that will attend your group once and they're gone. And, and that's okay. That's okay. You know
well,
exactly
life happens.
What they're there for,
people are doing things.
But maybe they do come back. And that is that's beautiful.
Yeah,
when they come back, and then you really can build that relationship and help each other.
Right. Well, you know that something worked there. Something clicked with them going, oh my gosh, I need to come back to this. I really enjoyed this. Maybe they made a connection that they want to work more on. Maybe they can help somebody that they know and that needs some help. Let's hope for that.
Adam says in the
Go ahead, Tracy.
Adam says in the chat, I think if there is an upside to the pandemic, it gave people time to get creative and start businesses. So it's very important, especially now, to rely local and support each other.
Yes,
that's clever, to rely local.
Love to hear that.
I see what he did.
Yeah, a little play on words there. I think you should steal that, Nick.
I think I should.
So
I'll run with that.
I mean, think about it. We've got the small business shower where we're really giving back.
There you go.
Almost $17,000. It's going to come right back into the community.
Love to hear it.
Right back into the community. We're going to we're going to help them build their network. They're going to have coaches. They're going to have all this stuff to help keep that thriving small business. This is not a corporate donation.
No.
You know, it's there to help other people. So.
Well, I want to be a part of it. I want to give away a free Rely Local membership.
Oh my God!
It's in the program.
What is the value of this?
As a surprise, I want to throw that out there. So whoever wins this, I want to give them a year's membership in our program. Give them a chance to engage with all the great things we have going on and make a difference for them and our community.
This is so beautiful. What is that value?
It's over $300.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
my
gosh. I think we might
had a door opening. We're excited. We're excited. That really, really, really put us almost $17,000.
Yep. I saw that number and I was thinking, oh, if we could just get over that. I was hoping,
we're there. With the computer, we're there. I mean, we're there. We don't 100% know the value of the computer. So that's why we're saying close to the computer, because
Oh.
really it's services.
Oh,
And
sure.
now they're going to be able to come with you, Nick.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Say, I mean, because you have events all over southeastern
Absolutely.
Wisconsin.
Plus the connections. We're over 1,000 businesses in the network.
Really?
Yeah. So they can be a part of all of this and build and build and build. And
Oh
we're
my
happy to
God.
help.
Thank you so
Now
much.
I really want to join. I want to be the winner.
There you go. Well, again, it's just working things. You know, I love what you guys are doing here. I think connect is really it. When you're connecting, you're winning. When you're connecting, you're building. You're moving forward. And everybody should be moving forward with their company or their business or even in their lives. And if they're doing that, who knows what you can achieve. So
and when they win,
they're
going to even get, so they're going to get Nick time. They're going to get Adam time.
Yeah.
Because, well, there's a few different expansive locations in Wisconsin. I'm not 100% where they all are. John would know. Producer John knows. Adam also knows. Maybe he'll throw it in there. But even if you're not directly in the Milwaukee area, this could be like a great space. You're going to network with people around to start planning, working on your business plan. You know, especially if you're starting your business from your home.
A place like this is just amazing for that. Think about it. You could just walk down the way and meet somebody.
Absolutely.
Wow. Where else can you do something like that? What a difference that can make.
And there's someone in here that does everything.
Yes.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
There you go. It's just building and building. I love it. Love to hear it.
So, Nick, how can the public help local? Like, how can I, by myself, just help the local?
Well, I think the biggest thing is to get it in your mind. I think it really is that. If you can have local in your mind on a continual basis, that's huge. If people can build in the fact that they have an engagement with their local community and working with other local things, that's the power. So obviously spending local is a big part. Obviously people should be thinking about that automatically. Again, the $20 shift that we have on the website is a big help for that. But if you're thinking I can go to this local guy for this restaurant, or if I can go to this local guy for the needs that I have, it will again keep more money in the local economy, and we've got to do more of that. So let's really keep things in the engagement like that. If people's minds are thinking locally, I think that's what the public can do the most.
Tracy does a big thing with local also. That's a big push for her with Small Business Milwaukee.
Oh, absolutely.
She definitely
Great idea.
Very much is all about supporting local.
Yeah, we've got to do it. We got to do it.
So it's a great partnership.
The up against the wall situation that local has right now is going to be devastating if we don't keep our local things going. You can go anywhere and you can get all the big box.
Right.
But where can you get the small local things that we have in our communities across the country? We need to help keep them going and working with them to be a power to help.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Absolutely love that. So this is my month, you guys. I did a networking report on the show for a while. Now I get to do a whole month.
Hey.
I am so excited about it. So I get more than my little 30 seconds of networking. Now we get a whole show. I love it.
That's a great idea.
I want to thank you so much for joining us today, Nick.
Absolutely.
My pleasure. So much to give for the community. Everyone should get to know Nick Christensen.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. So please reach out if I can be of any help for anybody anywhere. We have a lot of things going on locally. We have a lot of things going on nationally. Please reach out. Would love to help people engage with local. We have opportunities and all kinds of connection things that can be a big plus for everybody. So please do that.
So you told us about your offer. What about maybe some of the networking events that you host?
Oh boy, we do 10, 12, 15 a month now. Many of them at lunchtime. We do a few evening events and some breakfast mixer events. So a lot of different things. Please reach out to me. We're in the Milwaukee area. We're in the Racine-Kenosha area, Walworth County. So we can really engage. And if you can make it, you can get a lot out of it. We jump around so people can make it. You know, it's not easy to make an event. You know, if you're traveling an hour to get somewhere, it takes up your whole day basically to be there and do all of that. By having them in different locations, people can come, they can mix it into the regular day. And so we're happy to be able to offer all those different locations and people can join us.
I think that's beautiful. We have a link on our website, theconnectshow.com/Nick Christensen.
Perfect.
And
perfect.
Everyone will be able to connect with you right there.
Excellent.
And then they can you have a beautiful list of all of your upcoming events.
Every month.
He sends it to me every month. I love it.
Yep.
He knows I can make it when I can make it. And
we got quite a few on there now. And please reach out and I'll be happy to send it or any other information. Or if you'd like to be a member in our program, please reach out. We have a lot of great things going on. Remember right now, making your business everybody's business. Join the movement to local right now.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
And
So-
all of the places he has events at, they have great food. Just an FYI.
We got to make
if you
sure,
like
you know,
food.
you know it.
And they're all local,
They're all local.
which I
They're
love.
all local,
I love.
making a difference in our community. So we love helping them out. We love helping them out.
Thank you so much, Nick.
You're very welcome.
Have a
Thank you for
beautiful
having me.
day and enjoy
Well, thanks
all
so
of
much,
your
Nick, for coming on.
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, we're switching right over to me right away. Okay. I just wanted to put in a little reminder about the Fusion event coming up on October 18th. And we're having an in-person / Zoom event that day. So it's going to be from 9 a.m. to noon. I was going to say midnight. 9 a.m. to noon. We're going to have 11 presentations on that day. So that is going to be a lot of fast-moving presentations. A lot of the people that have donated gifts to the winner are going to be doing a little presentation. They're going to be supplying us with a little tips and nuggets that are going to be really useful for everybody. And so we're pretty excited about that. And we're hopefully going to be able to have some food and refreshments. We're getting some stuff lined up for that. And so we're super excited about that date. And it's only 2 weeks away. So I think we're back to our second guest, but do not forget to come to the Fusion event. You can do it online or in person. So whichever way is the most convenient. And you don't even have to stay for the whole thing. Just pop in when you can. At least for the last half an hour when we're giving away the winner.
I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. We are more than 16,593. We are now at $16,893 worth of products or worth of services plus a laptop. So we're over $17,000. This is beautiful.
Plus a laptop.
Absolutely.
With the laptop, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. We have Milena here today. Milena is a constant learner. She's a graduate of Dale Carnegie training in effective communication and human relations and a Chicago's Writers Association scholarship winner. With years of experience as a full-time employee in the legal industry, and she's recently in the USA, she created her own business as a virtual assistant. Sorry, camera does not like me today.
Milena helps small business owners who are very often solopreneurs. She is their support system and she gives them their life back. I love how she keeps using that slogan. She gives them their life back. So they can be free to grow their business without worrying about backstage. With the perfect mixture of procedure and objectivity, they can rely on her work to be accurate and on time. And I can actually vouch for that because Milena has done some work for me. And let me tell you guys, she is very, very efficient and she is very quick. So I should give you a review. I'm going to add that to my list of things to do.
Add it to the list. Welcome to the show, Milena.
Welcome, Milena.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that invite.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. You are a great soul to know, let me tell you. So let's go back to the audience question today. What is your favorite part of networking?
Oh my God, that is a good question for today. I love networking because I'm meeting so many amazing people, period. I cannot even describe how many people I met, how many connections I made, how many relationships I built through networking. This is my favorite part of networking.
I love it. I love it. So why is networking?
We've met you through networking.
Right?
I know. And I was just thinking about that, which was my first networking as a small business owner, even before that, when I was thinking about building my business. And I think Small Business Milwaukee was the first one. So this is where
that's you.
I know. This is where my journey starts, going to the business. And why it's important. I don't think I knew that before I came to the United States. It just, before I was thinking about my business, I was in a job search. And somebody mentioned you should go for the networking events for job seekers. And I'm like, what it is? I had no idea what is networking as a networking. So this is how I went to the networking event. I found a lot of great people and I found a support system there in that community. And through the time, I found a job, and then I started thinking where I want to go next, and that was being the business owner. So I switched to a networking for business owners. So it's important because you are building relationships, because you are making those connections. And everyone is saying people are like doing business with people they know, like, and trust. And this is the best place to build that relationship, is the networking events.
One thing people I don't think know very much about you is you were in small business networking thinking, I want to have a business. I don't know what, and I'm going to observe. I think that's so beautiful, because you're like, I'm here, and it's been, Tracy, has it been maybe 2 years since we've?
I think so.
I think it's been about 2 years. And you're just like, I just want to observe and see what you guys are all doing. You did it so smart. You're like, I want to observe and learn. And then you branched out.
Yeah, that's correct, Kim. It's like you have to have a purpose. So if you are going to networking events, or you are thinking about networking, you have to have that purpose, where you want to go, why you are going. So for my purpose was, I'm thinking about my own business, so where I can learn. And the best place, it's networking event. It's networking connections. Go talk with people and just learn from them. This is the place where you find your knowledge.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Isn't it crazy when you go to the networking events about how many people are so willing and they want to provide you with opportunities and information and advice. And at first, when I was first networking, I was very overwhelmed by that, going, these people must have a hidden agenda, because there are not people out here that are generally this nice. Did you have that same experience also?
I did. You are 100% sure on it, Tracy. It felt this way. It felt weird, I would say, at the beginning, but then you realize there are people out there that they can be your supportive system. And that just amazed me till today even.
I definitely found that, because when I started networking, I was doing it with direct sales. I had a direct sales business, and I was a corporate professional before that. So I was kind of like in this thing where I went because of my direct sales, but I didn't go to sell. So I kind of did it like you. And then all these people, like Tracy said, were like mentoring, and they're like, Kim, you should do this. This is meant for you. Like you have what it takes to own your own business. Do it. Just go and do it. And almost like you're like Tracy said, like, how is that? Or am I sure I should be listening to these people? Best thing I ever did. I listened to these people. Best thing I ever did.
And you are doing amazing work.
I am having so much fun. I don't hate working every day. I love it. It's so much fun.
And many small businesses, they have that purpose that they want to work, and they want to have, let's put it this way, fun, or having that purpose, running your own business. It's like a higher level of purpose, I would say.
And people see in you what you don't see in yourself, right?
Oh, yes.
Unbelievable.
That's correct.
It's unbelievable.
So how does a person start networking if they have not done this before? How was the way that you found, how did you find your way to Small Business Milwaukee to start networking?
So I think it goes a lot to your mindset, because there is so much fear into how I can get out there, how I can put myself in the front of the people. And I think once you think about networking, that this is more like, it's a journey. You shouldn't be afraid of it. There is so many people that are in a similar situation. You are not alone around that group of people. And just enjoy the journey of networking. I think once you will taking those small steps and be consistent in it, you're gonna learn it. Because believe me, till today, I remember my first coming into networking events.
Really?
It was a lot of fear. how I supposed to walk in a group of people and what I supposed to say to them, why I'm there. So it was kind of discovering yourself, discovering what the community can give you or what you can give to the community, that you having that purpose surrounding yourself with those people. And my purpose was with Small Business Milwaukee, it was like, I had a gut feeling that I want to create something on my own. And I found that space, which was, one of the best things that could happen to me. And it happened in pandemic. So as much as there was so many bad things that happened during that shutdown, during that time, I found my space to grow.
And Adam alluded to that earlier today with his comment. We just it gave us courage to try new things. Because there were so many things that everyone was facing, and you're like, you know what, why not try it? And yep, that's when I started my business too. And I left corporate and I said, you know what, I can make my own decisions and do what I want to do. And my network is the reason I did it. Yes. 100%.
And there is no better way to work and be happy in life. It's like that balance of having the work that you enjoy, get up every day and enjoying what you are doing. And like Nick was saying about being around local businesses, supporting local businesses. This is so huge and important. But then on the other hand, we have so many opportunities to connect with people from a different part of United States, from a different countries, because we now have that, Zoom. Tracy, you are not here, but you are with us. So there is so many opportunities just, to do that networking and have those connections all over the place.
I love it. What do you think? What are the 3 biggest rules of networking?
So first of all, just take those small steps. Get yourself in a mindset that you have a purpose, that you are going to networking events because you have your goal that you want to achieve. And then the second, don't go just to receive. We don't even realize, I think you mentioned that, Kim, before, we don't realize how much we can give or how much people see in us. We don't see very often in us something that other people will see in us.
Right.
So just go with the mindset, just being there, making that connections, being interested in that connections or talking with somebody. You are showing up yourself.
Yes.
You are giving that time and space to listen to somebody. And one of the biggest mistakes that probably I did at the beginning, so I will say don't do it. When you see a networking event, if it's like 30, 50, 100 people, because this happened, like I was going on those type of networking events, focus just on 2-3 people that you want to do that mindful connection.
Yeah.
Don't go after all the people. There is no way in 1 hour, 2 hours, you will be able to talk with everyone, which I felt I was beating myself up that I couldn't, make more mindful conversation, but there is no enough time. Just focus on those 2-3 conversations, connections that you are interested learning about somebody else journey or somebody else business. And finally, the last one is don't forget people. So if this is networking events that is on a regular basis, you felt comfortable there, you feel that there is a purpose be around those people, show up, go back, show up, show people that you are there with the purpose of helping them and being around them. If this is like from time to time networking event and you make those few connections, make sure you follow up, make sure you send a message, maybe one-on-one meetings, extra one, because sometimes in a big group of people, it's too loud. We cannot, get everything from that meeting, but just follow up, maybe meet for lunch, maybe meet for coffee, and just, keep growing that connection.
I think that is the absolute key. Keep growing the connection. You're going to have the best way to refer and help them.
Exactly.
Maybe it's a business that you have absolutely no knowledge of, but you're able to refer them. That's just as beautiful as helping mentor them through something else.
Exactly. And I found this really, it gives me joy because I have a conversation with somebody and somebody is looking for some services, and I'm like, hey, I can make a connection for you. I know somebody that can help you with, for example, legal, with marketing. You make down the road so many mindful connections and build relationship that you can refer those people to somebody that is struggling maybe in a part of their business. So that's a good purpose for me, even giving that gives me joy of doing that for others.
And I think the longer that you build that relationship with someone, you really get to know the true someone.
Oh, yes.
Where maybe you're like, okay, I met you and I want to refer you. And then you might be like, okay, I met you. You might not be a good fit for this person too. And that's okay, because then you've met other people that would be good fits. And now you're knowing people's personalities to match them.
Exactly. That's correct.
Well, thank you so much for Milena for being on the show today. There's a lot of good information.
Thank you. And I have a little giveaway for our audience. So when you go to networking, just treat it as a journey and make sure you are just taking small steps. Don't think about, it's a huge step for you. Just take those small steps. It's a journey. It's going to take a time. And there is no better way to start a day with a good cup of coffee.
Oh, look at her.
Just enjoy the journey.
Oh,
just enjoy the journey. And there is something else, extra one that I created. A little envelope. In that envelope is an invitation for you for meeting with me, where we can talk about, if you are afraid of networking, you don't know where to start, I can help you with the strategy, or maybe you need some administrative strategy for your business. I'm happy to have that consultation with you. And if you're local, I will treat you to lunch. So we will spend that time in a mindful way.
That's
so the invitation.
Wonderful. Lunch with Milena. What a better way to spend your day, right?
That's a great giveaway. I can't wait to see who's going to be the lucky winner for that. So we're at the end of the show, towards the end of the show though. So I think we're going to pick a special time to try to give that away. Maybe at the Fusion event would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be amazing.
Are you going to come to Fusion?
I hope I can make it. But I think it's amazing what you guys are doing with that event. I was just looking the other day, all that giveaway, the amount, and it amazed me how people are willing to support each other, to give other, and just, yes, there will be winners, there will not be winners, but it's all about doing that for the community and saying out loud what community needs.
And if you don't try, you don't win.
Exactly.
Right.
Gotta try.
That's true.
So thank you so much.
It can't fall too hard when you're surrounded by all these great people that you've met at networking. So you got nothing to lose.
Debbie Curra says, great show. Debbie's one of
our biggest fans.
She is absolutely fabulous. So thank you, Milena, so much. Once again, more networking. We have Friday, every morning at 10 a.m. Central, we have a mastermind group. We get together and we create goals. We discuss goals. We have a topic to help each other be accountable for that goal. If you don't reach that goal, we ask why. We're not going to beat you up, but we're going to help you be accountable for that goal. I absolutely love it. I missed my first mastermind since we started it on Friday, and I'm really sad because I like to hear everyone's goals. Usually I'm the little secretary of the event, and I wasn't for this one.
Oh, well, you didn't miss a thing because we actually did not end up having the event at all. So nobody did anything or said anything. So we're just rescheduling that for this Friday.
All right. Well, I missed nothing then. See,
you missed nothing. You missed nothing.
Which is great. I still am working on my goals, and I had a huge event that I was working on for the weekend. So I got stuck doing things I wasn't expecting to do.
That happens. And we want to thank everybody for coming or for volunteering. Sandra, Mitch, Rajiv, and everybody else. John over there behind the scenes, Milena, Nick, me and you. Who else we got? We got the volunteer meeting today, so we'll see additional people also. I don't remember. We have a lot of different volunteers, people coming and going, so it's hard to remember them all. But Next week, we have another great show. I think we're all virtual next week. I believe
It's going to be
so.
a great show. We're all on
We have-
Restream.
And we have Donna Hoffman, who does this great networking thing for golfing. All of her networking events are golf things. I'm super, super excited to hear about this golfing stuff.
It's going to be interesting. I'm not a golfer, so.
No, but you know, there's when you're working in
Mini golf,
corporate,
maybe.
how many people go golfing for like business things and they do it all as a sales thing? Small business owners could also go golfing. Like
There's all kinds of fun things you can do with golfing, sponsoring holes and making big old fundraisers out of it.
I think it makes business fun even more.
Yeah.
I'm
going to do a mini golf.
Any kind of activity that you can incorporate into like, what is that thing that we were axe throwing is a great activity for networking. Any kind of activity I think is great.
I found out I'm really good at axe throwing, by the way.
She is. She's very good at it.
Not usually good at much, but I was good at axe throwing. We want to thank everybody for joining us, watching our show live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Please, if you're there, subscribe, share it with a friend. Sharing this goes a long way. Share the business shower, $16,893 worth. Share. That is how we help these small businesses thrive and succeed. And that is the biggest goal of the show. So comment along with us next week.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. See you guys next time.